Hey guys, me and David. It's 8/16/2020. So, um, I had a little buzz last night when I was making that video in case my voice was slurring a little bit, you know. So, you gotta have some fun every now and then, in between the torture. You gotta try to enjoy yourself. So anyway, it has been too bad of a day. They were kind of hit me a little bit. Actually, they were hitting me quite a bit this afternoon. Same old stuff. I'm not going to go big into it. A lot of remote, manipulation, which is pretty much 24/7. Sometimes they take a break on it. Sometimes they don't. A lot of it, So, you know, it's, you know, um, it's, what I want to talk about is, I'll tell you something. I'm the perfect victim of this program. I mean, like other people said, your life starts falling apart, and you don't know quite why. It's falling apart. Um, that that started to happen in 2011 for me. I I was making decent cash. I was doing 18-hour shifts, and I was really only working about three days a week, and I had a lot of time off. I spent time with the girlfriend. I bought a hot rod. I was restoring this car and all this stuff, and I had time and I had a little bit of money left over. After paying bills and all this stuff, I was doing all right. Looking for the right woman. I had a house. I was, had a couple cars. I had a couple dogs and all this stuff. I was doing okay. Looking for the right woman to settle down with. That was about 2011, 9 years ago. So I don't know, what was I? I'm 47 now, so I guess I was about, I don't know, in my 30s, late 30s, I guess. I don't know. So I was doing okay. I was dating girls and looking for the right one to settle down with and all this stuff. I wanted to get married and all this stuff, have a family and all this stuff. Okay, I was doing all right. And then 2012, my life kind of turned around. Things kind of went downhill. I was encouraged by a family member to change jobs because I was getting ripped off. I was getting ripped off from overtime. I was working overtime. I was getting ripped off. They were banking my hours, which they weren't supposed to do, and all this stuff. And I was getting ripped off. Wage theft. And these people did get charged with wage theft. But I was doing everything. If they needed me, I'd be there. I'd pick up a shift anytime they wanted and all this stuff. I'd work whenever. I was a worker. And had a good work ethic. Making some decent cash. All this stuff. So my life started to fall apart. 2011, 2012. I made the mistake of I dated my boss's daughter, which was kind of a mistake. We kind of connected and all this stuff. We went out a few times and all this stuff. And we dated, my boss's daughter. I dated my boss's daughter, and it was kind of a mistake. And I left that company to go to a different company. And I took, it was a bad career choice. I took a $3 an hour pay cut, to go work for this other company, and my things started to fall apart. And then the house. I had to leave the house. I wasn't making enough money. I had to leave the house that I was in and move in with a family member. And then they got the family member involved. And then they were doing all kinds of subliminal messages. I didn't know it. They were doing all kinds of subliminal messages and all this stuff. And I got another job. This was in 2014. I didn't know it, but all the workers were involved. They were doing chemicals. Believe it or not, I swear to God, on the Bible, they were doing chemicals at my workplace. Okay. They can induce certain behaviorals. They can induce certain thoughts more with these chemicals. Dr. Hall talks about the chemicals. Okay. They were doing this at my work. They had all the workers involved. I was the only guy. I worked with about, I don't know, six or seven girls. You know, I was the only guy there, working. Tanner, you okay? You know, so they had them involved. They were putting chemicals in the cleaning products. It sounds crazy. It sounds out there, okay? I'm not out there. I'm telling the truth. My boss would say, "Oh, we got some new cleaning, cleaning stuff, and all this stuff, because I was working night shift. I had to clean and all this stuff. I had to do a lot of different things, okay? They were putting this chemicals in this cleaning stuff. So I'd, spray on the table and all this stuff. I'm sucking the stuff in and all this stuff, And they were doing all kinds of things, It sounds out there, but it's crazy. It's true. I swear on the Bible. It's true. They will do the unbelievable so people don't believe you. Makes you sound crazy. Okay? So, things were going on. They were doing a little bit of gang stalking. I would see some cars pull up. I was working at nighttime. And if I stepped out to get fresh air, I would see some cars pull up that were there, looking at you, staring at you, Just, it was out of place at that time. They were doing a little bit of gang stalking. Okay, this is 2014. The end of 2014. Okay? So, I ended up, they were making me oversleep for my shifts. So I ended up leaving that job because I was oversleeping. I was working night shift and all this stuff, and I overslept a bunch of times, because they would make me sleep, and all this stuff. So I ended up leaving that job, I didn't know what was going on. Things were off. Things were going downhill, and all this stuff, And so I wasn't working. That was in 2014, the beginning of 2014, probably February. I was still there for Valentine's Day, so it was probably March of 2014. And then they left. The perps left. They left for about 2 months. My birthday was on May 4th. Okay, so I had my birthday. Things just weren't, they were just off. Everything was just off. My life was in the shitter, And things were just falling apart for me. I didn't know why. I had no idea, you know. And then uh, after my birthday, about 4 days after my birthday. See, I don't have mental illness. I can recall the dates. You know what I mean? I mean, you can recall the dates when all this crap happened. You know what I mean? You know when you get hit and all this stuff. You can call the dates. It's not mental illness. You know what I mean? So, about 4 days after my birthday in 2014, I really got nailed. I had no idea what was going on. I swear to God, there must have been 20, 25 gang stalkers at the park across the alley. And they were walking by my house. They would have cute girls walking by with dogs. They were having thugs walking by with pit bulls in front of my house. They were having all these thugs. They would pull up to the park in the back, and then they would walk to the house and walk in front of the house like people were after me. You know, they made it look like people were after me for some reason. I thought it was my ex-boss, to be honest with you. I thought it was my ex-boss, you know. I didn't know what was going on. I was getting chemicals, I was getting the weapons and all this stuff. I didn't know I was getting weapons. You know, I didn't know I was getting chemicals and all this stuff. I didn't know that. So we had all these people every single day, and they kept this up for about 3 or 4 months. And we had tons of gang stalkers, 20, 25 people, I swear to God, at the park across the alley, and they were hanging out there. And then you had these scary thug-looking people. They were walking in front of your house and all this stuff. I was paranoid. I admit I was paranoid from the chemicals and the weapons. I thought these people were after me. I thought they were going to hurt me. Okay? A lot of scary people. They were using a lot of scary people to intimidate me, get reactions on me and all this stuff. And then they would have cute girls sometimes, walking dogs. There was a perp across the street. Across the street. That was staying in a house. They had they had a girl come out of that house. She was gorgeous, okay, but she was dressed like a hooker. She had this super, super tight dress on, white tight dress on, and high heels. Gorgeous, gorgeous girl, but she looked like a hooker. And she left that house and she walked up and around the street and up the street and all this stuff. And so I would gawk at her, you know, thinking, what? You know, who is this girl? You know what I mean? I mean, she's gorgeous, but she looks like a hooker. You know what I mean? To grab my attention, get reactions out of me. You know, they were doing all this stuff to get reactions out of me. And it was working because I didn't know what was going on. I was being manipulated. I was paranoid. You know, I didn't know what was going on. I thought these people were after me and they were going to hurt me and all this stuff. I called the police station. Okay, at the beginning of my program, I called the police station and talked to a homicide detective because I thought these people were going to kill me. That's how paranoid I was. You know, they can make you feel paranoid with these weapons. And then you add the chemicals on with it. It even adds to it more. You know, CIA chemicals. I don't know what they are. I tried looking them up and all this stuff. I don't know what they are. You know, Dr. Hall talks about it to verify, this is real. So I was paranoid, watching all these people. They had a bunch of people, bad people involved. They had drug dealers involved. They had people going to the laundromat looking like they were going to hurt me. They were going to come here and hurt me and all this stuff. I was paranoid. So that was the beginning of my program. I thought all these people were after me. I was paranoid. They were doing chemicals and weapons and all this stuff. So where am I going with this? The point is, I guess, that my life started to fall apart in about 2012. I changed jobs and all this stuff. My real point of this video is that I don't understand. I will never understand the psychology of people wanting to ruin your life. People, and I have some family members that like this. They try to sabotage your life. If you're successful in any part of your life, they like to sabotage that. They like to see you fail. Like these people, like all these perps. They like to see you fail in life. They like to see you, hit rock bottom. They like to see you not be able to get a job. And they like to see you get tortured and all this stuff, They enjoy that type of stuff. So I will never, I'm trying to figure these people out. That's what I do. I can't figure these people out. I don't understand how people can I don't know what you want to call it. They get off on seeing people fail. They want to see you be unsuccessful. They want to see you do poorly in life. They want to see you in the gutter. They don't care. They think about themselves all the time. They're talking about themselves all the time. Like the damn world revolves around them. Okay, well, the world doesn't revolve around you. This isn't about you. And they like to see you fail, and they get off on that. Maybe it's because some of these people have never accomplished anything good in their life. Maybe they're effed up, where they keep on making mistakes and mistakes and mistakes, and they mess up their own life. So they like to see you fail. They like to see you fail in life because they're failing in life. They have like zero self-esteem. They don't want to see you get married. They don't want to see you buy a house. They don't want to see you drive a nice car. These people, that is powerful stuff. If you're doing good in life, you're taking away their power. They like to see you fail. They like to see you, go down in the gutter, I guess. Because they have no self-esteem. I don't understand that thinking. I don't get it. They set me up with beautiful women all the time, right? I took Tanner to the park today, went through the West End to kill some time, went for a little ride to kill some time, right? They had beautiful women out, Some of them with their boyfriends, some of them alone. I'm not even talking about that. They had people were out having a good time. 78 degrees. They were getting, out getting ice cream. They were at these breweries, having a beer, sitting outside having a beer in the beautiful weather, smiling, laughing. You drive by and you're like, oh yeah, there's a couple cute girls there, gorgeous women, having a beer, just two girls having a beer. I like to see that. I like to see people happy. It brings me up, and it makes me feel good watching other people have a good time, because I can't do that, my friends, what's left of my friends, they're involved. They're involved in this program. They're involved. But if I ever hung around my friends, um, they're validating their technology and all this stuff. They're involved. I miss the days where I would go out and play pool with my brothers and all this stuff. We'd have a good time and lift our spirits, and we had jobs, and you know what I mean? You were doing good, until this program, and they ruin your life. They ruin the hell out of you, They will ruin you. They will ruin you. It's really sad. But what I'm trying to say in this video is, I'm gonna cut this off pretty soon. But I have family members that before they knew I was a target, they would try to sabotage my life. Sabotage my relationships. And all this stuff, because they have no self-esteem, zero self-esteem, and they made mistakes in their life and they don't learn from them and all this stuff. I'm the perfect victim. I changed jobs. I had to move in with a family member, and they seen that as a perfect opportunity. I didn't have a girlfriend at the time. They seen that as a perfect opportunity to put me in the trauma-based mind control program. Parts of me wonder if I would have stayed in a relationship and got married and all that stuff, would they have put me in a trauma-based mind control program? I don't know. Would they have let me be married? Would they have let me have a family and keep my decent job and all this stuff? Would they let me do that stuff? I don't know. I wrestle with those thoughts all the time. I don't know. So that's my point of my video. We have people that are out there that sabotage your life. Family members and all this stuff. They could be getting paid. I don't know if they're getting paid or not. People like to sabotage your life because they're going to be losers forever. They're going to be losers forever. So they don't want you to do good in life. They don't want you to live in a big house. They don't want you to have a good job. They don't want you to have a family. Because they they don't have anything. They don't have anybody. They don't. So I'm the perfect victim. They set me up. I'm the perfect victim. It's all set up perfectly for these guys. Everything. I couldn't be more of a perfect victim for this program. Not being a victim, I am a survivor of this program. I'm surviving. I'm trying not to be a victim. I'm a survivor. I'm fighting for my life every single day. What's tomorrow gonna bring? I don't know. Am I gonna hit tomorrow? I don't know. But I'm trying to live every day like it's my last. And stuff. So I'm gonna cut this off now, you guys. I'm not even sure what I'm gonna name this. But I'm sure you guys can relate with family being involved. Um, and all this stuff. I mean, I'm sure you can relate to what I'm trying to say. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this off. We gotta stay positive, you guys. There's lots of bad things going on in the world, but don't focus on that. Focus on the positive things. You're alive. You're breathing. You know, go out there and try to enjoy life. You can do it for free. Enjoy the trees. I mean, go to the park, go wherever and try to enjoy yourself. Go pick some crab apples. I mean, we used to do that as kids. We'd raid the neighbor's tree full of crab apples. And eat those sour crab apples. I mean, don't let this ruin your life, you guys. Stay positive. We gotta stay positive out there, you guys. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this off. I hope you guys had a good weekend, and I'll talk to you later.